Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to Live at 9. I am Natalie, your coach, author, and speaker, and I'm here every Monday to empower the queen within. So just give me a few moments and we will get started shortly. I hope you all are having a I don't know what that was about. Hope you all having a fantastic Monday evening. I am having a great week so far. I know it's only Monday, but the day was a great day. Every day should be a great day when you are walking in your purpose, when you are being the queen that God placed you here to be. Every day is a good day. You don't have bad days. So thank you for joining me. I'm excited about tonight's topic, and I am going to get started just in a few short moments. But today has been an awesome day. This weekend has been awesome. If you follow me on social media, you've seen my photo shoot, and I've also introduced these t-shirts, Release the Queen in You t-shirts. Not sure if you can see them. Hopefully you can see the whole shirt. There you go. Yes, so my t-shirts are coming out. They will be available for pre-order shortly, so I'm excited about that. Just give me a few moments. Be right back. Look at my vision board for a second. All right, so give me one moment. And we will get this show started. So I'm very excited about tonight's topic because this is going to be probably one of the rawest, realest lives that I've done, because I really, really, really want all you queens to really make 2017 one of the best years of your life. But there's some things that you're going to have to do before you can see those results, before you can change, before you can get things out of the way, and before you can flourish. There are some things that you are going to have to put in order before you can flourish and step into your queendom and own your queendom and be the queen that God has purposed you to be. And that is what I'm going to talk about tonight. So there are some things that you're going to have to clean up. Got to clean up your mess. So give me one moment. But I've had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend as well. The photo shoot went awesome. There's a video for the photo shoot. You can sneak peek, and the full video will be available soon, which I'm super duper excited about, because I'm just excited to empower queens to be their best selves, to do great things, and to be the queens who God created them to be. It's nothing like walking into your queendom. It's nothing like being who God purposed you to be. And it's nothing like being free to be that person. Feeling free to be that person. So let me just jump right into it. So tonight's live, I'm thinking of spring cleaning, right? Spring, a lot of people are getting rid of stuff, cleaning their closets, doing different things to get their house in order, their actual house or apartment, or wherever you live. But we have to start getting our house in order, our throne in order. And that is our mind. That is the thing that everything that you do starts with a thought. Everything that you do starts in your mind. And if your mind is messy and not cleaned up, if your mind is all over the place, if your mind is stuck in the past, then unfortunately, that is where you're going to live. Unfortunately, that is the results that you're going to keep having. Unfortunately, you're going to keep going around in circles, and you're going to end up frustrated and stuck and mad because you're going in circles and you're living in your past. So when I say clean up the mess, I'm talking about the mess that's in your mind. I'm talking about the things that people have told you that you believed, the lies that people have said about you, and you decided to take ownership of it, the things that has happened in your past that has kind of left you hostage to those situations. And in order for you to walk into your queendom, in order for you to release the queen in you and be the best version of you, those old things you're going to have to clean up and get out of the way. You're not going to be able to walk into something new when you're constantly carrying the old things that are weighing you down. And the choice is really up to you what you do with your past and how you decide to turn your mess into your message, and how you decide to stop playing victim but know that you're victorious and that you have a right. It's your inherited right to be a queen, to be confident, to have peace, to have love, to have joy, unspeakable joy that only God can give. You have the right to that. But if you don't know that, or you don't start to make the necessary changes so that you can get to that, then unfortunately you're going to be stuck. And that is not my desire for any of you queens watching, any of you queens who may be watching the replay. That's not my desire for anyone, even the kings. It's not my desire for anyone to be stuck in your past, because that was me. So tonight's live is going to get a little real and raw, because I'm going to tell you how I kind of realized that I needed to clean up my own mess, and I needed to get the things that I swept under the rug and move the rug and start dealing with those things that I swept under the rug. So with cleaning up the mess, first thing is you got to acknowledge that there is a mess. Some people, unfortunately, have been living in destruction and living in confusion and living in just day by day, living in fear and doubt and things that are clouding your judgment, clouding your thoughts. And those things, if you're not aware that you have those issues, that you have those things going on, yes, Pastor, I still call you Pastor Andre. I don't call you Andre. I'm so glad that you were my youth pastor. So thank you. But even with, big shout out to Andre Harrison, big, major person that helped me, push me along the way when I was young in my mess, but didn't judge me for it, just loved me through it, and I still love you. Love you, Pastor Andre. But anyways, back on track. So, the first thing is you have to acknowledge that there's a mess. You have to acknowledge that, okay, something is not right, or how do I keep getting back into the same pattern, or why do I keep feeling this way, or what is it in me that I keep having these same issues? Am I still living in my past? Am I still living off of hurts that happened when I was younger and I was a child? Am I still living off of what people have said? You have to really be honest with yourself and say, okay, maybe it's not everybody else. Maybe the problem is me. So you have to acknowledge that there's a problem. That's step number one when you're cleaning your mess. Acknowledge that there's an issue. Acknowledge that something's wrong. Acknowledge that something wrong may not be other people. That something wrong may be you. And once you realize that, okay, well, I keep putting myself through these same situations. I keep dealing with the same kind of people. I keep attracting the same kind of man. I keep getting fired from every job, or I can't keep a job, or I can't progress on a job, or I start my dreams and then I stop them. Those are all things that you have control over. So if you find yourself in a mess like that, you have to acknowledge it to say, wait a minute. Let's pause here. What is it going on? What's going on with me where I'm feeling this way? What's going on with me where I keep going over the same thing over and over again? And with acknowledgement, I'll like I said, I'm going to be raw on this live. So, and it's so crazy how as I was going through this progress, going to church, hearing the word was like mirroring what I was thinking in my head. So it was just like, oh my God. So I knew that was nobody but God. So going through the process, I realized, I used to call myself like the breakup queen. Like it just relationship, bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. It was just like, man, what is this? What's going on with this? And I had to be honest with myself and really look in the mirror and acknowledge that, okay, I know I'm a good woman. I know I have good qualities. I know I'm not crazy, or I'm not, a bad woman or anything like that. But I had to be honest with myself and realize this is a pattern and I don't like it. This is a pattern that I keep finding myself in. This is a pattern that I keep attracting these same type of guys, men, same men, different phrase, but the same type of men. This is a pattern that is blocking me or stopping me from being focused on what I should really be focused on, or being focused on myself, because I was looking for something that only God could give me through men, because that's something that I lacked as growing up. I didn't have that was growing up, so this is in the past, but me and my father didn't have that. I wasn't baby girl. I wasn't daddy's little girl. I just wasn't. So I found myself looking for that love in men and hurting myself in the process, because all I wanted was someone to love me, someone to be there for me, someone to look out for me. And I had that all along. God was with me all along, but I couldn't see it because I wanted the actual physical person. So I realized, okay, this is a pattern that I have going on. This is something that I have to stop. What can I do to stop this? So I took the time to be single. I took the time to get to know Natalie. I took the time to rededicate myself to God and really focus on what it is that Natalie wanted. And during that time, I released my book. During that time, I just was, all my goals that I was going after them with like a fire behind me. I hadn't released my book. I lost 50 pounds. I was just slaying my goals, and relationship was not the thing on my mind, not anything that I even wanted, not even thing that I even was looking for. I was content. I was okay and unbothered, like really, really unbothered. But I still kind of felt like, okay, there's something still not right, because I know I'm a good person, but I kept attracting bad things. I kept attracting people that just, I don't know one word, just people that weren't for me. And instead of forcing things to fit and trying to make things fit, I realized, what's for me is what's for me, and what's not for me is what's not for me. And when something does not work out, it just doesn't work out. I'm not gonna, lose my mind about it or get frustrated about it. But I had to realize that, okay, wait, maybe this is something that's within me. Maybe it is me. And not maybe it is me, I'm such a horrible person, but it was, maybe it is me. What are the things that I keep attracting? What are the things that I keep doing to find myself in this space? And my ex-boyfriend, one of the things he said was like, well, you have attitude. I was just like, no attitude? I'm a queen. Like, what? I rock my crown. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Either you with it or you ain't. But I realized that I've heard that before. So I was like, I've heard somebody say that before. I've heard, people in relationships say, you have attitude, or there's something, you kind of come off bossy, or you too independent. So, I processed it. I didn't like it, but I processed it. And I look back. Sometimes when multiple people are telling you one thing about you, it may not be a lie. It may be the truth. So you have to be honest with yourself. Be that raw with yourself to say, maybe it is me. Maybe it is something that I'm doing wrong. Maybe it is something that I'm saying wrong. And be okay with it. No matter who the messenger is. God can use anybody. He used a donkey. He can use anybody to put a message through to you to make sure that you get yourself right, so you can be prepared for the things that he wants you to have. But you can't do that if you are in denial about how you act and what you say and how you portray yourself. You cannot walk into your queendom. You cannot release the queen in you while you're denying the fact that there's some things in you that you need to fix. And that's what I realized I was doing. I got to the root of it. Me and my father talked. There's no malice, no hate, no nothing. I love my daddy. But I had to go through that. I had to do that, because if I didn't, I would still be saying, well, I'm doing this because he wasn't there, or I did this because he was. It's time out for that. It's time to spring clean your thought process, spring clean your life, spring clean your relationships. You should not be, and some people say 30 and 40, you shouldn't even be 20, still dealing with some of the past hurts that you have had as a child, and using that as an excuse for your behavior moving forward. It's not going to work out good for you. I'm telling you, it's not going to work out good for you. You might lose some opportunities. You might lose some good people. It's not going to work out for you if that's what you continue to do, and that's how you continue to live your life based off of things that happened in your past. It's not going to work. So you have to first acknowledge it. And that's what I had to do in those situations. Did I like it? No. Was it a pretty journey? No. Did I want to just say, forget it, take me as I am kind of thing? Yes. But sometimes how you are is not how you should be. Meditate on that real quick. Sometimes how you are is not how you should be. Okay. Yeah, I could have said, yeah, that's how I am. I just have an attitude. I have a quick temper. That's not, where is that in the Bible, to have a quick temper? Matter of fact, God doesn't like people having quick tempers. If I'm trying to mirror God, I can't be angry and frustrated and quick temper and snapping on people. That's not how a godly Proverbs 31 woman portrays herself and lives her life. And if that's what I'm trying to be, that's not what I was showing through my actions. So you have to be honest to acknowledge what it is that is causing this ripple effect, or what it is that's causing these bad things to happen and these things to keep reoccurring in your life. Because God will keep giving you the same test until you pass it. So if you consistently are blaming other people, you consistently are frustrated and finding yourself in the same situation, you might want to look really deep within that situation to see if you're the common person, the common issue, and fix those things. So I was kind of mad at that situation, but I was glad because it did bring something to my attention. Like, okay, well, this is not the first time you've heard that. We forget who said it, but just think about how it was said and the content that it was said and ask yourself, is it true? Do you find yourself snapping on people? Yeah, I did. I was like, okay, I had to fix that. These are things that I had to fix. The next step with cleaning the mess is once you acknowledge it, you got to use the right thing to clean it. I use bleach for everything. You cannot wash dishes in my house without putting some bleach on it. You got to get the stuff out of it. You got to disinfect it. So once you decide, okay, I acknowledge that I have this problem. I acknowledge that I swept that under the rug. Move the rug and then use the right cleaner so that you can clean what's underneath that rug, what's in that spot. Bleach, Mr. Clean, Lysol, get whatever it is that you have to use. I choose to use the word of God to clean me up, to help me be the woman that he's called me to be, to help me be who he's on purpose me to be. And the only way I know to do that is to get in his word and to pray and to seek his face and to do the things that I need to do. To get that mess, that stuff that's been in me for so long out of me. And if you're not honest with yourself to know that you have to first acknowledge the issue and then disinfect it, get the right stuff to clean and be around the right people who are not just going to be yes people and say, oh girl, you're fine. Yeah, you broke his windows out his car because you was mad, but he deserved it. No, you need somebody that's going to tell you, girl, you crazy. You need to go get some help. And no, for the record, I've never done that. I mean, I've wanted to, but I've never done that. Nothing, anything like that, for the record. I'm on Facebook Live. I don't want to go to jail. I've never done that. But anyways, but you need those people around you. That's key. People around you that are gonna help you. That won't be in denial with you. That won't stay silent and watch you kill yourself slowly because you are on the path to destruction. When other people can see stuff in you that you may not be able to see. So when you're trying to change and you're trying to do better, you need somebody that's going to give you that real raw answer. Like, girl, get your life, get it together. And if you don't have that, you need to pray and ask God to give you that immediately. I don't care if it's your family member, your mama, your friend, somebody at church, your pastor, your bishop, whoever. Somebody in your life needs to be able to be like, now, girl, get it together. And you have to be teachable in that moment and acceptive of what people are saying about you. My bishop says this all the time, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not saying it word for word, but, write what people say down. Write it down. Remove your emotions from it and say it to yourself out loud. And once you do that, then you can kind of come to terms and come to grip. Okay, this is something I need to change. This is something I need to work on. This is something I need to do better in my life so that I can really step into what it is that God has for me. Because if you don't clean your house, if you don't clean the mess, this will be just another year where in January you fronted and said, yes, 2017 gonna be my year. and it's December and you achieved nothing and you're still stuck in the same situations with the same people doing the same things. That's not even cool. That's not cool. That's not fun. That's not something that you should want for your life. And that's not something that I want for your life. So you have to be honest with yourself to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm sick of me. I'm sick of this. I gotta change this. And that is the point that I was at. With using the right disinfect, like I said, I used the word of God, decided that, for Christ I live, for Christ I die. I'm going all in. There's no fence, there's no gray line. I'm going all in. I'm giving it all, because I got sick of me just being in the same situations. I got sick of me being frustrated. I got sick of me feeling like I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't a good mother, or I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do just for me as a woman. And I got sick and tired of it. So I decided to make that choice. And that was the best choice I could have ever made, because with that comes the peace of God. With that comes his joy. With that comes the blessings of God. And I have seen so many of them just within the last 2 months that it's just like, wow. God blows my mind all the time, but I love him. So the third thing with, cleaning up the mess is so the first thing is you got to acknowledge that it's a mess. And I wrote a status earlier, when you spill something, most people, I said most because some people would be like, oh, I spilled it, I'm going to keep it there. I don't understand that. But when you spill something, most people run to go get the mess up immediately. Like, oh my God, give me a paper towel, give me something to clean it up. Well, sometimes, a lot of times, when we are still dealing with situations and we're blind to them, or we're choosing to be blind to those situations, we're hurting, we're bleeding out, and there's a mess in front of us, but we don't want to clean it up. It's time for us to start cleaning up those messes, cleaning up those relationships and those people that we may have done or said wrong to, cleaning up, our family members that we haven't talked to in 20 years. That's stupid. How stupid is that? You have people in your family that you hate or you don't talk to. Clean that up. Start cleaning up, just minor things, your health, your finances, cleaning up all these things in your life, because it's a mess, and only you know that it's a mess. Anybody can fake the front and act like they're rich on social media, or act like they balling without a budget, but I'm on a budget, and I'm not balling yet. I will be. Speak that into existence. But I'm just saying, sorry, I'm goofy tonight. But speak that into, you gotta speak those things as they're not, as though they were, and you'll see them. But you have to be honest with yourself about where it is that you are, because if you're not, then you're just killing your growth. The next thing is, you gotta acknowledge that you have a mess. Go get some paper towel, clean it up, put some bleach on it. Get the right disinfectant, because you gotta disinfect the things there are some things that have been in your life for years. One night at Bible study, we were just talking about different things, and we were saying sometimes we have to get to the root of it. And I realized some of my problem was, I was hurt by people my whole life when it comes down to relationship and men. My whole life. And the root of that started with my father. And it was just it was like a red light. It was like a light bulb went off. And I thought it to myself, and then I said it out loud, and I was like, ooh, I just said that out. I just said it out loud. Like, ooh, people heard that. But it was a freeing moment for me, because then I realized, okay, yeah, that's where it came from. I got to the root of it, and I was able to go get the bleach, clean it up, work it out, and now I'm at peace with it. And now it doesn't bother me, and now it won't ever bother me. And now I know the type of relationship that I want moving forward, the type of man that I deserve moving forward. But these are things that I didn't know before, or I was kind of playing blind to, because I was looking for something that only God could give. I was looking for something that only he can give me, only God can give me, which is, unconditional love and peace and joy and happiness. Those are the things I was looking for. So once you acknowledge the issue, realize that it's a mess, go get some bleach and clean that mess up. And it's gonna take you moving first when it comes down to cleaning the mess up. So like I mentioned earlier, me and my dad, I wasn't daddy's little girl, any of that growing up. But I decided, you know what? We're not finna hold on to all of that. So I decided, we should talk. We talked, let it out, hugged it out, said what we had to say. And it is what it is. You have to take the first step. Don't wait for other people to come and apologize or come and talk to you about whatever the situation is. You have to take the first step. So if you wrong someone or if somebody wrong you, but you're holding on to it, you got to let it go. They probably living their life and you probably just mad and they having fun. You got to let it go. You have to decide, okay, I'm not going to let the situation rule me. I'm not going to let the situation take control over me. I'm not even going to let this situation be a hindrance to my life, because God can't hear you. You praying, asking God for all this stuff, and He like, I can't hear you because you mad at so and so. I can't pay you any attention because you still holding on hate from what your cousin did to you 3 years ago or 2 years ago or when you was a baby. You gotta let that stuff go. And when you get the bleach to disinfect those things, it's gone. Don't keep looking for it. Don't keep looking for the hurt. Don't keep relying back on the hurt that you had based off of what somebody did to you in your past. You have to clean the mess up. Clean it up. And the third thing is, after you clean it up, remember it no more. It's done. Yeah, you may have spilled there. Yeah, you may have had some situations there. Yeah, you may have messed up there. But stop rehearsing it. It's gone. Bleach wipes away, 99.9% of stuff? That little 1%, you tripping over 1%. You're allowing 1% of a bad situation to mess up your life, to make you miss opportunities, to make you miss, good relationships with good people, because you're so stuck on the mess. You're so stuck on the fact that you've seen it, you had to clean it up, that it was there. You are missing out on life pretty much because you're choosing to hold on to things that are done. Gotta let it go. You gotta let those things go. And I say on this live that this is probably my realest life, because these are things that people don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about what's going on underneath. You don't want to talk about what's going on once you wipe that makeup off and take that MAC lipstick off and you're frowning and you're frustrated and you're going through life. I know that God did not put us here on this earth to be frustrated, to be angry, to be mad, to be sad, to be feeling all these emotions and be all emotional and just not being happy and joyful in all things. There are people who have it worse than you. And unfortunately, those people have more joy than you. That should never be the case. You have to understand that God put us here for a reason, what your purpose is, that things are going to happen, but it's okay. Because you win regardless of what happens. You win regardless of who says what happens, what people say, what people have said. You have to let that stuff go. And the biggest thing with cleaning up your mess and cleaning up your mind and taking over your throne, this is what I say when I say throne, taking over your mind, is you have to allow your thoughts to be positive thoughts. You have to allow God to transform your thoughts. You have to allow the process to take place in your life. And I tell people who coach with me, some of my clients, they get kind of mad. They're like, I keep going over the same thing. And I'm like, it's a process. It's a process to get rid of this stuff. It's a process to clean up the mess. I have a walk-in closet. It's going to take me like 3 days to clean that, probably longer than that. I can't expect to sit there and do it in one time. I'm going to frustrate myself. I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be tired. These are the things that people have tried to do in a short period of time, and it don't work out that way. This is a process. This is a journey. But you must take ownership over the things that are going on in your life. No one else can do that but you. No one else can do that but you. And it is my desire, it is my prayer, it's my hope that you will start releasing your best self, because people are waiting on you. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know what inspiration you are to someone else. And if you decide to keep allowing your past to rule your future, you're keeping not only yourself stuck, but you're keeping those other people stuck that are behind you, that are looking at you, that are rooting on you, that are waiting for you to step into your queendom and own who you are. You cannot keep allowing past situations and past hurts and what happened to you when you were a kid and what happened to you when you were at school, or what people are saying about you, or the haters. I don't even understand why I see so many Christian believers talking about haters. I don't understand why I see so many people who have great businesses sound so depressed and miserable on Facebook. I don't get that sometimes. And I know we all have moments. We are emotional people. We all have days where we're just like, I need a moment. That's fine. But if you don't continuously clean up the mess, if you don't continuously acknowledge when you are not feeling right, or acknowledge when something is not right in your life, if you don't clean it up, if you don't go get the sanitizer and get that mess out of there and wipe it up and do what you have to do for that situation to turn around, and if you don't remember, once you do that, once you do let it go, once you do clean it up to let those situations go, your life is going to just go like this. It's going to be a repeat pattern of the same thing. I am saying that from my heart because I know. I know because that was my life for 30 years and I'm 30. It took me up until now to say, yeah, there's some things I got to change. Yes, there's some things I'm great at. And yes, there's some things that it's going to be a process, but I'm on this journey and I'm not stopping for nobody. I'm on this journey and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep releasing the queen in me every day. I'm going to keep representing God the best way that I can every day. I'm going to keep connecting myself to people who are on the same path with me every day. It's a journey and it's not going to happen overnight. And you have to know that mistakes will be made along the way, but that is okay. Pick yourself up. Like Aaliyah said, dust yourself off and try again. You have everything already in you to be successful. You do not have to keep going around in circles. You do not have to live life frustrated. You don't have to live life stuck, because I've been there. I've been there. And it's not about the material things. You know, there are some things that I need right now, material, that most folks would say materialistic. But I'm not worried about it because I know it's coming. You know, I know those things are coming my way. And you cannot get caught up in what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Focus on the fact that you have breath in your body, that you breathe in. Focus on the fact that you're healthy, that you can get up and dress yourself. These things are what we need to focus about. And it's so sad because we forget about those things sometimes. We forget about the things that most people, that we say are small things, but if you go to another country, are big things. You know, you go to Haiti. I said Haiti because my dad is Haitian and I can't wait to go. But, you know, you go to certain parts of Haiti, they don't have clean drinking water, and you complaining because you ain't got nothing but water to drink. Clean, really? But I'm going on a tangent. That's off the subject. But I don't even know why I said that. So somebody needed to hear that. But I just really want you all to just get to the point where you are open enough to be real with yourself. I say this all the time. The painted smile got to go. The painted smile is killing you. The MAC lipstick and the beat face, and it's cute, but it's killing you. Because it was killing me for all these years. Because I thought that I was fine. I thought that I was good. I thought that I had everything together, and I was a complete mess. I look cute, but I was a beautiful mess. And if you don't take the time to peel the mask off, to peel the layers off, to be honest with yourself, you are going to be stuck, you're going to be frustrated, and you are going to end up driving yourself insane, because the same circles, the same situations are going to keep showing up in your life. You're going to end up attracting the same kind of man, just with a different face. You're going to end up not feeling fulfilled on your job. You're going to end up having all these goals written down in a journal that are just in a journal. You're going to die with all the dreams inside of you. And that is no way to live. That is not how God wants us to live. That is not how we should live. And I want to encourage you and keep pushing you and keep empowering you to understand and know that you are worthy of living this royal life. You are worthy of being crowned by God. You are worthy by doing the things that He has placed in your heart to do. And you don't need permission from nobody. Just go. You don't need permission from nobody to be great. You don't need permission from nobody to release the queen in you. That is a decision that you have to make for yourself, and you have to start the journey for you. And only you can do that. You know, my thing that I said was always my issue was, you know, retracting same man, different face, bad relationships. Notice I said was. It's not my issue anymore, but was. So you have to be honest with yourself to know that you are well able to make any change that you want in your life. But before you can get to up here and the goals and the dreams and having the great life and all the things you want, you have to get this right. You have to focus, get your mind right. You have to get yourself right. You can't help anyone else or be with anyone else really if you don't really love and take care of yourself and renew yourself and refresh yourself and be the queen that you've been purposed here to be. So just to backtrack for those who you just jumped on, I was talking about cleaning up the mess. The first step is to acknowledge that it's messy. Acknowledge that you have a problem. You have to be real with yourself and say, this ain't right. Know that the issue may not be everybody else. It may be you, and be real enough to tell yourself that. The second thing is to disinfect. Make sure you are using the right cleaner for whatever the situation is. If you need to go back and apologize, if you need to, make adjustments with people, do what you need to do to get that mess cleaned up. And the third thing is, once you've done that, let it go. Don't rehearse it. Don't go back. Don't look back. Don't think about it. Let it go and keep moving forward, because that is what releasing the queen in you is all about. That is what this journey is about. And that is how you can walk into your queendom and be the best that you can be. So I am excited for your journey. I'm excited that you have listened to this live. I hope it blessed you. I hope you got something from it. I want you all to check out my website if you haven't already. You can get your free download, Break Up to Breakthrough. Put your name and your email. That'll put you on my email list, because there are some amazing things happen. My website is almost complete. I'm so excited. So it's coming soon. The official launch of the website is coming soon. And the official launch of these beautiful teachers that I would have to give all thanks to my coach, Cheryl Holland, for the design, Release the Queen in You. I'm excited. Everything is going to be launched soon, and you can pre-order. I'll have a link up for you probably within the last week. So I'm excited for everything that's happening. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Release the Queen in You. Make sure you subscribe for every update and everything. And I'm just excited for what is to come. I'm excited for you taking the step to step out on your journey. And if you have any questions or you want to reach me, you can email me at natalie@releasethequeeninyou.com. Or, send me a message on Facebook, however you want to reach me. But I hope that this live blessed you. As I said, it was kind of real and raw, but I hope it blessed you. Share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to www.releasethequeeninyou to sign up for my email list, and look out for all the beautiful and wonderful, amazing things that is to come. So thank you for joining me every Monday. I live at 9. Next Monday, I'll be back with part 2 of this, Spring Clean Your Life. So I thank you, and I want you all to have a blessed and wonderful night, and always, always, always release the queen in you. Good night.